I think what we've been talking about on the Mastermind show here for over a year still rings true today. Still working what we talked about over a year ago. And so, smart people do their diligence and then they don't change their course. They're in for the long term. And so all this fear mongering and all this stuff going on, I don't pay that any attention. And I remember you saying one time, there are a lot of people thinking that, you know, millions of dollars are going to fall out of the sky on their lap and they're going to go to the bank one day and everybody's going to be rich. Well, I think one day we'll have a greater, more beautiful lifestyle, and it'll be one that we evolve to from where we are. Um, but I think people need to educate themselves. They need to understand what the Federal Reserve is. They need to understand what inflation is and who causes it. The Federal Reserve was started at Jekyll Island, and it was created around Christmas time when a lot of politicians weren't in Washington, so the vote would pass. And so the Federal Reserve Bank is a private institution. It's not owned by the federal government. Okay. And they manage monetary policy for the United States because they have, an agreement to do that. And all the central banks you hear people talking about are part of that scheme. And so what has the Federal Reserve Bank told us over the past year? Well, here's the first things. Rates are going to remain lower for the long term. All right. Two, we're unlikely to raise any rates until 2024. Right. Let's see. Three, we believe a recession to be unlikely. Four, inflation is transitory and is not a problem. Tell somebody buying gas. Five, inflation should fall to 2% in 2022. And if you look at the real inflation number, probably 15%. So who are you listening to? The first thing I say, who's you listening to? These guys will tell you what you want to hear. My thing is inflation is caused by governments. If you look at the father of economics, Milton Friedman, he said that inflation is caused by governments, and the way they cause it is by printing money, printing presses. And governments all over the world are causing inflation because they're printing fiat money. and so you just got to understand the game. I have my cash in a regional bank. I haven't backed off of that. I own stock in this bank, a considerable amount of stock, and the bank is very well positioned. And I'm still in gold and silver. I'm in XRP, and thank you for that post. I mean, XRP's gone from 22 cents to 48 cents today. If you look at the stock market today, don't be deceived. Don't be deceived. Let's look at the stock market today. What is the stock market doing today? It was up a little bit yesterday, and they're posturing. The follow the S&P 500. S&P 500 is down today, and it's tracking just like it did in 2008.